Have you ever frantically searched for your keys, only to find them in your hand? Forgetting is a universal human experience, as common as a rainy day. Our brains are constantly bombarded with information. To cope, our brains sort and store information, deciding what's important and what can be discarded. Two key players in the brain's memory center are the hippocampus and the prefrontal cortex. Imagine the hippocampus as a diligent librarian, meticulously cataloguing new experiences and facts. It's responsible for forming new memories and transferring them to long-term storage. The prefrontal cortex, on the other hand, acts like a focused spotlight, directing attention and working memory. It helps us hold information in mind long enough to use it, like remembering a phone number while dialing. These regions, along with other brain areas, work in concert, like a well-rehearsed orchestra, to create the symphony of our memories. But even the most harmonious orchestras can have the occasional off-key note. Our brains handle memories in two main stages: short-term and long-term memory. Short-term memory is like a mental sticky note, holding small bits of information for immediate use. Imagine trying to remember a string of digits. That's your short-term memory at work. Long-term memory, on the other hand, is like a vast library archive, capable of storing information for years, even decades. Childhood memories, learned skills, and favorite songs all reside in this vast repository. The transfer of information from short-term to long-term memory is a process called consolidation. Like packing a suitcase for a long journey, consolidation requires effort and organization. The more we revisit and rehearse information, the more likely it is to be packed securely into our long-term memory suitcase. Section 4. Why we forget. The usual suspects. So, why do we forget? Several factors contribute to memory lapses. One common culprit is interference. New information can sometimes interfere with old information, like trying to remember where you parked your car in a crowded lot. Another culprit is decay. Memories, like old photographs, can fade over time if not accessed regularly. This is especially true for information that wasn't deeply encoded in the first place. Retrieval failure is another common reason for forgetting. Imagine having a book in the library but not being able to find it because you can't remember the title or author. Similarly, we may have memories stored in our brains, but difficulty accessing them if we lack the right cues or retrieval strategies. Section 5. Remembering to remember. Tips and tricks. Fortunately, there are ways to improve our memory skills. One effective technique is mnemonics, memory aids that use vivid imagery or acronyms to make information more memorable. Remember Roy G. Biv for the colors of the rainbow. That's a mnemonic at work. Repetition is another powerful tool for memory enhancement. The more we rehearse information, the stronger the neural connections become, making the memory more accessible. Think about learning a new language. Repetition is key. Visualization can also enhance memory. When you need to remember something, try creating a mental picture. The more vivid and detailed the image, the more memorable it will be. The hopeful truth about memory. Forgetting is natural. Our brains adapt to an information-overloaded world. We can improve memory skills. Mnemonics, repetition, visualization, tools to boost memory. Misplacing keys? It's just your brain prioritizing.